Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, let me thank the Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Judge Hlophe, for his concern about land reform. I want to reiterate, Honorable Speaker, from the beginning that government remains committed to accelerate land reform. However, the responsibility of amending the Constitution, as the honorable members raised, really rests with Parliament. Honorable members may recall that the Sixth Parliament established the Joint Constitutional Review Committee, which held public hearings across South African provinces to gather public input on amending Section 25 of the Constitution. However, the National Assembly could not pass the bill since it required 2/3 majority vote for the 18th amendments of the Constitution. Section 25(7) of the Constitution guarantees that any person or community dispossessed of property after June 19, 1913, due to past racially discriminatory laws or practices, is entitled to either restitution of that property or other equitable redress as provided for by an act of Parliament. This provision forms a critical part of our land reform and restitution process as it addresses the injustices from the apartheid era and beyond. Furthermore, the current constitutional framework provides for expropriation of property subject to just and equitable compensation. To this end, on the 23rd January 2025, President Cyril Ramaphosa signed into law the Expropriation Bill, which repeals the Pre-Democratic Expropriation Act of 1975 and sets out how organs of state may appropriate land in the public interest for a variety of reasons. For its part, the Interministerial Committee on Land Reform and Agriculture has not engaged on the question of backdating land claims prior to 1913, as this would be inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution. However, during the dialogue between government and the National House of Traditional and Khoisan leaders held in August this year, it was agreed that the Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development would convene the National Land Indaba to consolidate and finalize all critical issues related to land reform in the country. As government, we remain focused on strengthening implementation, accelerating redistribution, securing tenure, and ensuring that land already restored to communities become productive and contributes to inclusive economic growth. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable David President. I've been informed that the supplementary question will be taken by Honorable Molefe.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable
honorable members, don't be naughty. You didn't say the same thing when Honorable Nodata took a question for Honorable Michalakis. So, Honorable Molefe has been asked to take the question.
Thank you.
Yes, proceed.
In light of the fact that, Honorable Deputy President, the ANC's own 54th National Conference resolution adopted in Nazareth in 2017 expressly called for expropriation of land without compensation. Sonder vergoeding for the members of the GNU. Will the Deputy President come clean and confirm whether, as ANC deployees in government and in Parliament have now abandoned this resolution in favor of the diluted, coward, and and sell-out formulation of expropriation with nil compensation, where judges ultimately determine whether compensation is nil or billions of rands to the white farmers? And further, was it a deliberate decision by the ANC during CODESA negotiations to agree on the sellout position that all land stolen between 1652 and 1913 be forgotten as effectively entrenched through Section 25(7) of the Constitution? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Deputy President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Molefa, we did not deviate from the conference resolution. When we came to Parliament to pursue that resolution, we had to engage all other parties. Remember that we have to ensure that we move with all parties. I did say earlier on that when it came to the amendment of Section 25, we were not able to succeed in Parliament to do that because it needed 2/3 majority. But we went further as the ANC to ensure that we have a way in which we can continue to expropriate land. There are circumstances, as you correctly say, where nil compensation is accepted, and that is guiding all government institutions. So land is being expropriated, and where appropriate, and we don't have to pay, particularly because it's for a public good, that is happening. And as we speak today, our only challenge is that we need to move faster. And I'm happy to report that we're beginning to see a much faster movement. We are pushing much faster to expropriate land, guided by what Parliament has decided on. We need to operate within that framework. We can't deviate from it unless it's changed by Parliament. That's how we are going to continue to work. But yes, our people need land, and we will provide them with land. That's much we are committed to. We will not deviate from that. Thank you very much.